Have you ever been told, just forgive them and you will feel peace? We hear this everywhere. Forgive them. Move on. Be the bigger person. But what if forgiveness is not always the first step? What if the real problem is not that you cannot forgive? What if the real problem is that you are still carrying the pain? Sometimes people hurt us so deeply that the word forgive feels impossible. They betrayed us. They lied to us. They humiliated us. They broke our trust. And then the world tells us, forgive them. But inside, something says, how?
This story is about a deeper kind of freedom. Not revenge, not bitterness, not fake forgiveness. Freedom. An ancient story from the time of the Buddha tells of a young man named Ajit who lived in the city of Shrivasti more than 2,500 years ago. Ajit was a merchant. From the outside, his life looked normal. He worked, he met people, he carried on with his duties. But inside, he carried a wound. His childhood friend, Keshav, had betrayed him. Keshav had cheated him in business, lied to him, and insulted him in front of others. Years passed, but the pain did not pass. At night, Ajit could not sleep. During the day, while working, Keshav's face would appear in his mind again and again. The betrayal had happened once, but Ajit was reliving it every day. One morning, Ajit heard that a great teacher was staying nearby. People said this teacher understood the suffering of the human heart. So Ajit went to him.
He bowed and said, "My heart is full of anger. Someone hurt me badly. People tell me to forgive him, but I cannot. What should I do?" The teacher looked at him calmly and asked, "If you hold a burning coal in your hand, hoping to throw it at someone else, who is burned first?" Ajit became silent. He knew the answer. The anger was not burning Keshav. It was burning him. Then the teacher said, "I am not asking you to say that what he did was right. I am not asking you to forget. I am not asking you to trust him again. His action belongs to him, but the burden you are carrying now belongs to you." Then he gave Ajit another image. Imagine you use a boat to cross a river. After reaching the other side, would you carry the boat on your head for the rest of your life? Ajit said, "No." The teacher said, "Then why are you still carrying the past?" That sentence changed something inside Ajit. What happened with Keshav was the river. It had already been crossed. But Ajit was still carrying the boat. This is the truth many people never hear. Letting go does not mean they were right. Letting go does not mean you were not hurt. Letting go does not mean you must welcome them back into your life. Letting go means this: I will no longer allow your actions to control my mind every day. That is freedom. You do not have to hate them. You do not have to chase them. You do not have to prove anything to them. You do not even have to force yourself to feel forgiveness before you are ready. But you do have to stop giving them a room inside your mind. Because your mind is your home, and not everyone deserves to live there. The person who hurt you has their own path,
choices, their own consequences. You can keep your distance. You can protect your peace. You can learn the lesson. You can create boundaries. You can say, never again. But you do not need to carry anger like a burning coal, because the coal does not punish them. It burns you. Ajit slowly understood. He did not go back to Keshav. He did not pretend nothing happened. He did not say, you were right. He simply stopped carrying the boat. Every time the memory came back, he said to himself, this is not mine to carry anymore. Again and again, he returned to his breath. Again and again, he returned to the present moment. Again and again, he chose his own peace. And that night, for the first time in many years, Ajit slept peacefully. This is not only a Buddhist teaching. This is a human truth. Every culture, every religion, every wise tradition has pointed to the same reality. Hatred keeps the wound alive. Revenge keeps you tied to the person who hurt you. Bitterness gives the past power over the present. But freedom begins the moment you stop carrying what was never meant to become your identity. So ask yourself, who are you still carrying? Whose words are still hurting you? Whose betrayal still steals your peace? Whose face still appears in your mind when you are trying to sleep? Maybe today is not the day you forgive. Maybe today is not the day you forget. But today can be the day you put the boat down. Keep your wisdom. Keep your boundaries. Keep your dignity. But stop carrying the fire. Because you do not have to forgive before you are ready. You do not have to pretend the pain was small. You do not have to call wrong right. But you do have to become free. The person who hurt you has their own life, their own choices, their own consequences. But your peace is your responsibility. No one else can give it to you, and no one else can take it from you unless you keep handing it over. So today, breathe. Release the coal. Put the boat down and walk forward. You don't have to forgive. You have to be free.